Alright, let's see somebody say hi. I see some viewers here, but no posters yet. There we go. How are you tonight, Josh? Not too bad. Just I don't know, I feel like it's so infrequent to do to do a break anymore, especially on Blowout. It's crazy. I guess I mean, like, I don't do any of the other stuff like Whatnot and all those kind of things. I guess that's where everybody is now. Just on my own little island. Alright, let's get this thing going. Yeah, definitely need the market to shift back to how it used to be. I know that's, you know, the good old days kind of stuff, but eventually it will. Alright, everybody. Tonight we have ourselves the newly released Frasier from Rittenhouse. Hey, Brian. I haven't looked at any breaks. I haven't had a chance. If I know Vinny said he's kind of busy tonight, but I know he's a lot more familiar with this than I am. Looking at the checklist, now I know that the autographs, I believe, are now actually 3 per box, not 2 per box. So I'm assuming that there was a smaller production run for that. And we had a nice low number. Can't get it now. There it is, 58. So, so boxes say they're at a 5,500. Um, Now on the sales sheet, did it say? No, it didn't. We could probably, if we wanted to, work the math and see how many cases there were going to be if it was, if there's that one extra autograph in every box. All right, well, let's adjust this. So now we're down here. Yeah. Start with, well, Yeah, I agree with you. I believe, and now I'm going to go back to the sales sheet again. Right, so Kelsey Grammer, David Hyde Pierce, or Perry Gilpin in every case. And then I know they mentioned Tia Leone. All right, so, and just like we do with every one of the breaks, we'll show you the inserts for the first box or two, and then after that, it'll just be what we'll just kind of run through them quickly. MD16, so memorable duos, and this one is number 16. And then we'll see if we can figure out the pattern, so that way we can save the autographs for last. All right, well then, fingers crossed we get that CR9. Now the blue parallels, are they? Is it pretty straightforward? The border. Oh, jeez, how much threw that wrapper away? Nope. I'm actually kind of glad that there's just the one parallel. Here, hold on. I need to. I've got my trash bag in the wrong spot here. Now I didn't look at all these boxes. Also, the hot box. Okay, so there's our first autograph. All right, so right side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A little more than halfway down. Patrons. All right, so this is CN9, so cafe. So I was gonna say is with the hot box, I wonder if it's gonna be how it was um, back when they used to have hot boxes, long, long time ago. There'll be like a sticker on it, so you know ahead of time, or you have to wait until you open it up. All right, Eddie. So it looks like got puzzle back on this one. So there's only 9 cards. Oh, well, thank you for that there, Todd. Left side has 2, right side has 1. All right, so then we already got our 1. Okay, here's our parallel. So yes, that is obvious. 11, 11 of 93. So what autographs are we all hoping to get out of here besides, the big guys? All right, Wendy Malick. So this is just like the ones they had in Twin Peaks. It's got kind of like the canvas texture to it. Which are the character cards. A little bit of sticking. It's kind of interesting because there's, I mean, I guess there is something to the feel of these cards. It's kind of a matte finish. It's another duo. So who do we get this time? Frasier and BB. You know, that's one of the things I never understood is that they've never made another SNL set. I mean, I just the amount of material that you have. Character card for Bulldog. Was this quotable? Yep, quotable. Autograph number 2. And autograph number 3. Alright, so the autographs are roughly in the middle of each pack. How much control does Lorne Michaels actually have over something like that? I mean, it's still an NBC property, right? I mean, I'm sure he's got some kind of a great deal, being that he's had that show, forever. Well, when I flipped him over, the autograph on this side was the fifth or the sixth pack down, and then these were somewhere in that same general vicinity. So it'll get me close enough. Okay, time for the autographs. I'm going to start with this middle one because I didn't see. All right, so we have a full bleed Tony Carrero. And then, all right, comedian Brian Callen. Now, I hope autograph number 3 doesn't come to bite us in the end here, that we hit big too early. But I mean, come on now. Patrick Stewart. And that's not a bad signature for him, honestly. Some of the ones from Connections were pretty shaky. I think we could all say we need that. Here's our case topper. We got, you know, I mean, I guess they don't care too much, but they don't put them in soft sleeves. All right, so we have card number 61, 3 of 13. Now that there's a few more people here, has anybody seen one of the hot boxes yet? Just curious if you know beforehand. Oh, my dog came to visit. I wonder if I can get her on camera. Come here. I got my area blocked. Come here. All right, sorry for the pause there. No pun intended. Moving the camera in. Say hi to Jenny. Ah, can't get the camera good. She won't stop moving her head. Here's Jen Jen. She doesn't usually come downstairs. And we're back. Okay, go on. Go back upstairs. Alright, so if we pretty much open the top 3-4 packs on each side and then flip it over, that'll get us close enough. I just like doing my best to make sure the autographs are the last things we get. Duo number 10. It got the character card of Frasier. Pretty sure that's a relic right there. So we'll do one more, and then we'll switch to the other side. Quotable 7. There's Duo 19. Okay, gotta fix my chair as usual. One of these years I'll get a new one. Did they increase the amount of relics? All right, I'm gonna flip. I don't remember how many. How many are in the relics? Are 1 in 72. Character. Okay, so they went up to every other box. Here's our blue, numbered 75, card number 75. Well, it might not be your math as much as it's just if, just like they had with, what was it, Doctor Who, I guess the production, or excuse me, the orders didn't meet what they thought they were going to print, so they just increased the hits. All right, there's Eddie. All right, so we'll do the relic, see how they look. All right, pretty straightforward. Martin's pants. And that's CR6, so that is not CR9. Does it say on the checklist? I know when we did the Great Houses, they had those Aria ones. Here's a cafe. Alright, so these two should both have an autograph, and I'm not sure which one of these will. Alright, autograph. Autograph number 2. Did I? Oh, because I flipped them back over. Darn. And autograph number 3. And nothing. Okay, let's see what we have. Okay. Who was it that asked? Alright, Brian. Julia Sweeney. Philip Kazanoff. Yeah, just like the Arias in Great Houses, they were hand numbered out of 10. The ones with the eyelets. And we're just on a roll with these first two. Inscription. The inscription is Frasier. And we got ourselves David Hyde Pierce. Gotta be honest with you, that's a pretty rough signature. We might as well not even open the rest of the case. We're already done. Yeah, I'm guessing that since we got that Stewart, that's definitely going to be our other big one. Well, hopefully they made a mistake and we'll have something else too. Duo. There's a character card of Martin. Well, maybe we'll get some more SNL sketches for you. I mean, sketches, autographs. I didn't see the checklist, so I honestly don't know what else is in here. Quotes. Oh, went one too many. There's an autograph. Did I? No, that's two autographs. I guess this one. This is the relic. Alright, I'll save that. Is anybody into vinyl at all? That's commenting here. And I mean records. Perfect. Does anybody actually uh, collect 45s? My my family used to own a bar back in the day, and been cleaning out my mom's place, so I came across a couple hundred 45s that used to be in the jukebox. And I was trying to look online, but it just it doesn't seem like it's worth listing them. There's autograph number 3. Wasn't paying attention. Because I mean the condition. There's a cafe. I mean they have obviously been played. Yeah. There's Eddie. I yeah, I was figuring. I don't know if they're worth anything at all. Honestly, I was kind of hoping to find somebody who has a jukebox, and they could have them all for, I don't even know, here, $20, take them all. Blue parallel, card number 57. Yeah, the little bit I was searching on eBay, character card. Um, I could definitely see where there were certain promos and printings, but I think most of what we have is pretty generic because they're gonna duo. It's gonna be a lot of very popular music from the looks like mid to late 70s up until the late 80s. Okay, relic first. Oh, this is cool. So it's Frasier. It's like a pattern. So it's his tie. And as an extra little bonus, there's a thread stuck to it. Oh, now it's on my finger. Put it back on there. See that little piece of thread? I don't know if that came from that piece or not. So I'll make sure that little piece of string stays in there. Get in there. No, fell behind. It's in there though. That was CR3. Let's see who we have here. All right. So we'll start with Caroline Aaron. All right, get ready, Brian. Then we switch ourselves over to Anna Gasteyer, another SNL for you. And we keep it running. Rachel Dratch, since you mentioned her. No, I didn't go through this other box yet. I mean, not these cards, but this is back under the records, Brian. But I have this one. It's like a little record file box. And I'm pretty sure there's 78s that are in there. So I'm guessing they were like my grandfathers or something. So I have a feeling I'm going to find some like big band records. But they're definitely just loose records. There's no jackets or anything with them, any sleeves. I don't even know if they came with them back then. duo. Alright, so then we'll stop on this one. Character card, Araz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll do one more. I think that'll be safe. Yep, quote. Alright, cool. Now we'll move over to this one. Character card. Well, you know, it's funny you say that about the picture sleeves duo. So we sold the bar in, it was either 1989 or 1990, right about there. So right on top, I guess, would have been some of the newer. And it was a sleeve for I Remember You by Skid Row. And then inside of it was a completely different record. So I'm guessing that when they boxed them up, they just put them in whatever sleeves they had. I don't know. I have a feeling if I end up with enough stuff after we're done cleaning house, maybe it'll be worth it to do a yard sale and just put them out for 50 cents a piece and see if anybody grabs them. But no 33s, which I'm actually looking for those because I remember that my parents had a good stack of 33s, you know, from when they were growing up. And I always remembered that there was a, I don't even know why I remember, there was a copy of Led Zeppelin 4 still sealed in plastic because they both had that same album, so they didn't. I guess one of them didn't open theirs. I always thought that was pretty neat. Maybe they're still hiding in there. Here's our blue and card number 39. Alright, so we should be right about at the autographs. And they had comedy albums. I remember, because, again, if I was, I don't know, say I was 10 at the time, and they had Red Fox, and it was really dirty. So I used to sneak and listen to it. Here's our Eddie. Alright, so we should have, oh, wait a minute, let me do this one, because those two should be the other two autographs. Alright, get them backwards. Again. Not quote, Cafe. And autograph number 3. Alright, let's start. We have Marcelo Tubert. Lisa Waltz. Lisa Edelstein. Still looking for that hot box. Yeah, we just had the one so far. Is there any rough template on how many duos, how many inscriptions are in a case? I will say, when we did the connections cases, the Star Trek ones, they were very irregular with what was in them. So I'm not sure if this will follow suit. Stop. Yeah, I'm afraid of that. I mean, I'd rather at least be the character name than just Frasier. Of course, unless it's Kelsey Grammer, then he can write Frasier. Duo. Character card. Quote. First autograph. Well, Josh, when you say going for the set, do you mean like all of the autographs? Character card. That's always quite the undertaking. How many autographs are in this? Because I think they have 104 autographs listed. I don't know if they're counting all the inscriptions as individuals or not. It can't be. Blue card number 17. Especially all those Brian Callens. Eddie. Cafe. Alright, autograph time. Autograph number 2. And autograph number 3. I mean, it's part of the fun and the challenge. It's just, after, say a year or so when the product has, died out, it's so hard to find cards. All right, let's start here. We have Gregory Jabara. I don't even collect autographs, and some of the cards that I'm looking for to finish off some sets. I mean, I've been trying to fill sets for 10, 15 years. Edward Hibbert. And BB Glazer. Your name's a punchline. Oops. Let's see. Oh no, the autograph list is not in alphabetical order. I was hoping I could pull them in here real quick. Oh, Gene Smart did quite a few. I'm kind of surprised. Wait a minute, did I totally skip past her? Do I not even? Got Brian Callen did like 100. All right, I'm not gonna keep looking. Oh my God, yeah, BB. I'm sorry. Thank you. I'm an idiot. Harriet Sansom Harris. Oh Lord. Um. 11 to 25. Thank you. I'm dumb. Yeah, that's what I get for not paying attention. And I knew it when I got the David Hyde Pierce because it says Niles on the front. Duo. Character card of Niles. Speak of the devil. Quote. Autograph. There was one off from where they usually are. So then did they flip it? Yeah, they flipped that. That's why. There's two on this side. All right, so they're always roughly in the middle. Just which side has one autograph and what side has two seems to vary because I'm flipping these out of the boxes the same way every time. So now, so Josh, when you say a master set, are you going to go for the red parallels also? Duo. And also with the master sets, with the inscriptions, are you just looking? Are you just going to look to try and get as long as you get one of each person, and then if you get multiples, then great. Because like I said, like the Brian Callens, he's they're all one of one, so obviously you can't get all of them. 2, 3. Character card. That's our blue. There's our Eddie. Cafe. Okay. And autograph. Oh, blue is card number 5. All right, we'll start with Philip Kazanoff. It's the second autograph from him, but it is a different card. And I think minus him, this is going to be a pretty good box as well. Mercedes Rule. And Wendy Malick. I'm not sure what channel I watch, but I always seem to catch old reruns of Just Shoot Me with her. One, two, three. This is we just finished box 6, so we are just past halfway on the box 7. So I think we've got a pretty good case here. A character card of Eddie. Quote. I just need to see something real quick. Oh, autograph already. That was early. Alright, I'm going to skip to this one. Correct. Yeah, it was David Spade, George Siegel, Brian Posehn, if you like comedians. Actually, I'm drawing a blank on the name of the show, but if I remember correctly, there used to be a show on HBO a long time ago, and I feel like it was like about a divorced couple, and she was the ex-wife. Oh, it's gonna kill me now. Like, I don't know, Dream On is stuck in my head. I'm gonna look it up before we character card before we're done with this. Here's our blue. Blue is card number 18. Here's our Eddie puzzle. Autograph number 2. Ah. I'll stay up late at night. They play Frasier in reruns at like 2 in the morning. Wow, Wendy Malick is 75 years old. Get out of town. There's a cafe. And autograph number 3. Alright, let's see who we have here. Alright, let's... Alright, Eric Lutz. Patrick Kerr. And Saul Rubinek. There's a character card. Duos. So, might not be the same person. Oh, no, there it is. Dream On. That was killing me. 1990 to 1996. So a hot box with a Gene Smart inscription in it. That is a bold prediction there. And I mean, Gene Smart is definitely on a roll right now. So I think if I had to pick between, say, her and Linda Hamilton, I would pick Gene Smart. Duo. Character card of Lilith. Quote. All right. We're only I think there's a relic in that row. Let's say we're only 2 relics in and 4 more boxes after this one. Blue Parallel number 60. There's Eddie. It's a Cafe. Pretty sure we got the memorial card. And like that feels like it's got a soft sleeve in it. And there's autograph number 1. And in connections, I believe they said soft sleeve the memoriam cards that they did in there. Alright, so this should be autograph number 2. Nope. There's autograph number 2. Autograph number 3. Oh no, printing plate. Figures it's a yellow. Card 95. we start with Griffin Dunn. Different card, but same guy. Saul Rubinek. And we have Virginia Madsen. Is Cassandra. Whoops. Um, this cannot be right. They're so specific on their inscriptions. But you see, they have as Cassandra, range is 2 to 10. Is Cassandra, range is 1. But she put Cassandra in quotations. But this very well could be a 1 of 1. I will show it again because it says is Cassandra. So if anybody wants to confirm that for me. Let's get this guy. It's been hiding back here. Ouch. Now I'm going to guess, Virginia Madsen, she's a bigger actress. So I wonder how that works with your Jean Smart hopes. But I will say the one thing is that there should be a relic in every box going forward. That's a relic. There's a character card. Like I said, the only thing that gives me pause is that in some of the previous releases with inscriptions, they would break it apart where they would put a period or 3 dots or, some other randomness. Jean Smart was a cast member on SNL. I know she hosted it once. Once that I remember, when Mayor of Easttown came out. I think she had hosted. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Duo. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. All right. Character card of the Bulldog. Looks like maybe a quote. Yep, quote. I don't think Todd is still here. I would curious his opinion on how his case was versus this case. Blue, number 93. Eddie. Looks like our cafe card. Yep. Alright, 4 packs left, 3 autographs. Autograph number 1. Autograph number 2. Autograph number 3. Ah, nice. Alright, so our relic here is DCR1, so we have a duel with Frasier and Martin. Alright, let's start with Peggy Miley. We'll go with Millicent Martin. And we will end with Tom McGowan. 42 episodes. Ooh, there's a lot of this one. Should have done the Millicent last. Alright, 3 more chances at a hot box. Uh-oh. Not coming out. Maybe that's a good sign. One thing is, honestly, I find it hard to believe that the hot box is going to have a relic in it. And we should get a relic in all 3 of these last boxes. Duo. Character of Daphne. Quote. Oh, went too far. Autograph. There's a relic. Oh, autograph number 2. You know, I'm not sure if I have the right person or not, but Daphne, there was a sitcom long before Frasier. It was about, I want to say it was about a company that made records, and I feel like she was the receptionist. card. Parallel number 68. There's the Eddie. Cafe. And autograph. Okay, let's check our relic first. CR8, Martin's t-shirt. Trevor Einhorn. Lisa Edelstein again, different card. And Larry Cedar as the White Bunny. Alright, 2 more chances. So that means in these last 2 boxes, we gotta have the Memoriam card, right? Or because we got a printing plate, maybe we don't get it. No, the Memoriam cards, there's only 150 of them. But Rittenhouse is so good with their collation, usually it'll end up, if there's, like 150 of those and 300 or something else and, whatever, you'll get one of that type of an item in your case. Duo. So for instance, the one relic is numbered out of 75 because there's, 5,500 boxes is what the sticker says. So now the question is there really 5,500 boxes? Because they changed the contents and those stickers were already printed. I don't know. I didn't really pay attention to the numbering quote on this. The ones I saw, like I saw a lot of 3,000s. Yeah, 3621, 2382. But if there is 5,500 boxes, that's going to come out to roughly 450 cases. So 150 for the Memoriam, 75, so that's 225 right there. And if there's something else, autograph, then, something along those lines. guess the question is with the printing plates is how many do they actually put in? Now the printing plate auto, that'll just replace a regular auto in the box or case. But that means that they took a certain amount of printing plates from the autograph cards. So that really increases the numbers. Autograph number 2. Oh, they were in the incentive. Oh, autograph number 3. Relic. Cafe. Eddie. Blue parallel number 85. Character card. And nothing. DCR3. It is a duel of Frasier. Alright, let's see who we got. Rachel Harris. Erica Christensen. And Googie Gress. Um, Maybe. I'm not sure which boxes were which, Todd. Did you see the Virginia Madsen? And we pulled a printing plate. Well, we're on the last box, so you just hold tight for about 10 minutes. We'll do a recap. That No, that's not crud. Thought that was the relic. It's not. Nope, that's not either. That is. There it is. There's our relic. Unfortunately, Brian, your prediction came flat on this last one, so no hot box. We can still hope for a Gene Smart. All right. Well, we're pretty sure that the Virginia Madsen it's an inscription and it's a one of one. Yeah, because it says is Cassandra. My only concern is that Rittenhouse is they're pretty specific when they list out their inscriptions, and she put Cassandra in quotations, and they don't have quotations on the checklist. So I just hope they didn't, miss and it's a different one. Duo. Character card. I'm just hoping that Brian was hoping for a Gene Smart quote, and I hope he's correct. But I think with that Madsen, that's going to cancel out us having a chance at a Smart. Autograph number 1. Autograph number 2. I haven't seen any cases to compare it against, but I think it was a good case. Just like with connections, even though, let's be honest, the costs are, insane compared to what they used to be. But when you get a lot of, you know, solid signers, you feel like you're getting, some value out of the case. Character card. Blue, number 34. There's our Eddie. Cafe. Last autograph. CR7 Frasier shirt with a nice stripe going across the top. Okay, autographs. Trevor Einhorn. Harriet Sansom Harris. So we have that signer, just not in that version. All right, we end with Edward Hibbert, Inscription, and it's just a Frasier. I'd rather open this box first in the case, and end with the Patrick Stewart. Okay, well that is it. Let's do a quick recap of our autographs. All right, so let's start with the full bleeds. So we have Trevor Einhorn, Googie Gress, Erica Christensen, Rachel Harris, Larry Cedar, Millicent Martin, Peggy Miley, Saul Rubinek, number 1, Saul Rubinek, number 2, Patrick Kerr, Eric Lutz, Wendy Malick, Mercedes Rule, Philip Kasnoff, Edward Hibbert, Gregory Jabara, Lisa Waltz, Lisa Edelstein, Marcelo Tubert, Anna Gasteyer, Tony Carrero, and Brian Callen. Our bordered: Harriet Sansom Harris, Trevor Einhorn, Lisa Edelstein, Griffin Dunn, Rachel Dratch, Caroline Aaron, Philip Kasnoff, Julia Sweeney, and Patrick Stewart. Inscriptions: so Edward Hibbert Frasier, Tom McGowan, 42 episodes, Harriet Sansom Harris, Your Name's a Punchline, and David Hyde Pierce Frasier. And what we believe, Virginia Madsen is Cassandra, and we believe that is a 1 of 1. And our relics. We'll do this too real quick. So we had CR6, CR3, CR7, CR8, DCR1, and DCR3. And printing plate yellow of card number 95. Okay, that is it. Let's see. I am going to try and get started on some of these, get the pictures up. I will do my best to get these up before tomorrow night. Plan on doing the Disney break if you're in that one as well. And I still am trying on that Jurassic Park break. So if you're interested in that, I think it's a little more than half full. I don't remember. And I was asked to try, apparently Disney's putting out a Toy Story product, so I was asked to try that as well. So if there's anything you're interested in seeing me break, shoot me a message, and we'll see what we can do. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys on the next break.